Hello, PCF. Here's your workout for Wednesday, January 12th. You're going to start off with 3 minutes of cardio. This can be jumping jacks, could be skipping, jogging on the spot. When you're done the cardio, if you've got some lingering soreness from the last 2 days, feel free to do some mobility. And then we'll go into 2 rounds of 10 shoulder rotations. I'll demonstrate all these in the second part of the video. 10 air squats, 10 windmills, and 10 glute bridge, final 10 push-ups. Okay, after the warm-up, the workout today is Heidi, which is a hero WOD. There's an explanation of her at the bottom on Wodify here that I recommend reading. So anytime we're coming to a hero WOD, we're working out with a greater purpose than the workout itself. So it's an opportunity to dig deep, to really push hard for the full 23 minutes. So each movement today is 23 reps. You're going to cycle through them as many times as you can for 23 minutes. Just keep pushing when you want to quit on this one. So you don't need to have a huge strategy. You're just going to start the clock. You're going to get moving and you're going to keep pushing hard. All right, so we've got air squats, which all this will be demonstrated in the second part. Push-ups, kettlebell swings. On this one, I want you to be really mindful at the top extension position that your ribs aren't flared out. So I'll demonstrate that. 23 jumping lunges could be substituted to regular lunges. And sorry, on the kettlebell swings, you can also do a dumbbell swing. So everyone should have some implement there. 23 sit-ups and 23 box jumps or some sort of sturdy surface. If it's not safe for jumping on it, then it'll be 23 box step ups. If you don't have any sort of implement to step onto, then turn this into plate hops and double it. So you can do 46 plate hops. All right, time for some demos. Okay, so your warm up. Time for some demos. Your warm up 3 minutes of cardio. You know the movements. You can jog, you can jumping jack, you can skip, you can do mountain climbers. Okay, 10 shoulder rotations. You're going to do it per side. You're going to come up with your palm facing away from you and turn till your palm is facing in, turn back, turn forward. So you're getting a full range of motion. I'll go down my knees so you can see better. Up, around, palm in, palm out. So you're going to do that 10 times per arm. Okay, air squats. We're doing lots of these in the workout. So weight on the heels, neutral spine. Let's put our hands up in the air. You're going to initiate the hips back. So initiate means you're closing the door behind you. And that's as far as your hips need to go. Next is the knees going wide to let you come down. So I don't want to see hips back and then you're all the way tilted forward in your squat. So core tight, initiate hips back, knees as wide as possible, hips below the knees. You're able to wiggle your toes here. You have stability at the bottom and then stand yourself back up. All right, windmill. If you have a light enough dumbbell, it's nice to have the feedback of the weight, but you can do this without. So you're gonna lock it overhead, arm by your ear, feet are wide. Your other hand's gonna come between your feet and the side that's holding the dumbbell, kick that hip out. So you're gonna rotate your shoulder to keep that dumbbell straight up to the ceiling. Now this may not be a position you can reach, so you're just going to go down as low as you can, get the stretch and come back up. So the opposite leg to the arm holding the dumbbell stays straight. The other knee can bend slightly and the hip goes out. And that's your windmill, 10 on each side. Next is glute bridge. So yesterday we had them elevated up on a box. I'll show that version so you can have your feet up higher and lifting your hips up and back down to the ground. It can be done with feet on the ground as well. Extend the hips and back down. Push-ups, full push-ups is toes, core tight, chest to the ground. Extend, can be done from the knees. Extend, it can be done from the box. We just want a full range of motion. Okay, those are the warm-up movements next to the workout movements. So for Heidi, you're going to start with air squat, which I demonstrated in the warm-up. Full range of motion, standing tall. Push-ups, we just went over in the warm-up as well. So choose a variation that you can do for 23 reps. We don't want to see, so the wrong kind of push-up. You're trying to do it from your toes, and there's a lot of this. If that's you, put your knees down. If you're trying to do it from your toes and there's a lot of this, that's wrong. Put your knees down. So find a variation where you can hold yourself to the standard. Do quality push-ups. Okay, kettlebell swing. So I talked about not flaring the ribs. So find your mobility at the top with your arms extended, and then look in the mirror or video yourself and make sure that you don't have to do this in order to get your arms up. We want to tuck our hips under and our ribs down. And this is our top position of the kettlebell swing. So when you start with the kettlebell, your weight is on your heels. You're going to swing the kettlebell back, and then it's the standing up, the straightening of the hips that are giving the momentum for the kettlebell to come up. If you really just every time you're at the top, you have to flare your back, you're going to stop your range of motion and do it straight on front. So like a Russian kettlebell swing. If you're using a dumbbell, it's the exact same motion. You're just going to hold it, 2 hands on the handle, hip drive, up and overhead. Okay, next movement, jumping lunges. So your full movement, you go down in your lunge, jump, switch your feet, land, modification, jump, and then set yourself up, jump, set yourself up, modification, step. And sit-ups are next. If you've got an ab mat, you're going to put the thicker side right behind your low back. If you don't have an ab mat, you're going to roll up a towel or a sweater. So you can support your low back, put your feet together, knees out, relax your abs, touch the ground, tighten your abs, touch your toes. And your final movement is box jumps or step ups. So make sure that you're safe. 2-foot takeoff, 2-foot landing, full extension at the top, modification, step up, extend, and step down. All right, give it a go. Let us know in the Facebook group and on Wi-Fi how Heidi workout went for you. Take care.